Today we're going to spend 24 hours in the magical world of vegan cooking, which means there's about a 97% chance that I will be seeing some beans, nutritional yeast, seed oils, and somebody that pretends tofu tastes amazing. Let's see if I can survive this video without becoming nutrient deficient.
Today I'm going to walk you through a full day of healthy, easy, and delicious
Healthy according to whom?
vegan meals. This is the perfect one-day plan if you're looking for high-protein meals that come together in less than 30 minutes, which is exactly what I need right now. And the reason I need it is because we just got back from visiting Max's family in Australia. The food is seriously good there, and I definitely indulged quite a lot. So it was nice to get back into my regular morning routine. A leisurely walk to get some morning sunlight, cup of my Indian spiced tea, which helps with digestion.
It's always the same. A cup of Indian spices that helps with digestion. Huh. How intriguing. Do you know what I use to help with my digestion? Nothing! Because I eat right. I eat a meat-based diet that is perfectly in line with human genetics. I'm never bloated. I hardly ever fart. When I eat, I don't feel anything. I don't feel any bloating, any discomfort whatsoever. They're literally debunking themselves. Oh my God, right from the start.
Then keeps my tummy happy, and then a home workout from one of my favorite YouTube channels. Today's workout, I must say, was particularly challenging. Cup of my Indian spiced tea, which helps with digestion and keeps my tummy happy, and then a home workout from one of my favorite YouTube channels. Today's workout, I must say, was particularly challenging. So I'm making my tofu scramble recipe and serving it on avocado toast, which has all of the protein and healthy.
There you go. Tofu already. Let's see how she's going to pretend that it tastes amazing.
Fats I need to recover and to stay full until lunchtime. For the spices that go in the tofu scramble, I'm adding garlic powder, onion powder, turmeric, paprika, some Aleppo pepper. You can use any chili flakes you like, a few twists of some freshly cracked black pepper.
All of these spices are extremely toxic, turmeric especially. Turmeric will activate a detox pathway in the liver called the RNF2 pathways. And when people say that pepper help increasing the absorption of curcumin, it's actually not true. It actually inhibits your liver's capability to detoxify the toxin you just ingest. So it has nothing to do with more absorption. It just stops the pepperin in pepper, stops your liver from detoxing. Horrible.
And finally, kala namak, which is also known as Indian black salt. This stuff gives the scramble a shockingly eggy flavor.
Oh yeah, it's that salt that has sulfur in it. Funny how all they do is imitate meat and animal product dishes.
Also 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast for that savory.
Boom, we're 1 minute 18 in, and we're already 2 for 4. All we're missing is beans and seed oils, but I have the feeling it's going to be coming soon. They're all the same. It's all typical. Don't get me wrong, nutritional yeast sort of tastes good, but it's typically used to give a cheesy taste to non-cheesy vegan bland food.
Slightly cheesy flavor, and my secret weapon.
Cheesy, eggy. I wonder what she's craving.
Happens a generous tablespoon of tahini. Don't worry, you won't be able to taste it. And a half cup of creamy plant-based milk, like oat milk, which I don't actually have on hand right now, but soy milk is also fine. These two bring the level of richness that you would typically find in regular scrambled eggs.
Exactly.
That is funky. Do not inhale the black salt. It smells not the greatest, but I promise it's going to taste super delicious. Eat it. Don't sniff it. That's not a thing that normal people say, but you know what I mean. The tofu still needs a couple minutes to finish pressing, so I'm going to use this time to make a very simple avocado mash. You need avocado, salt, of course, and lemon. I like to use both the zest and the juice for a little extra pep in my step, and just mash.
Avocados are okay, I guess. It's a fruit, but they're pretty devoid in fat-soluble vitamins. So I prefer focusing on animal fat to make sure that I get all the vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin K, and vitamin E.
Up with a fork. And my sneaky healthy hack is to add a couple tablespoons of hemp seeds for more protein and healthy fats. They basically melt.
There's no healthy fats in seeds whatsoever.
Into the avocado, so you won't even notice them. For the tofu, I prefer to crumble it by hand rather than slicing it. It creates this craggy surface area that makes it the perfect vessel to grab onto the eggy sauce.
Oh,
Your tofu
no.
chunks shouldn't be too big.
It's so time consuming. Like, who the fuck has time to do this every morning? It's ridiculous. My scrambled eggs literally take like 2.5 minutes, and I just fry a bit of meat on the side, and that's it.
Or too small. Basically, you're looking for Goldilocks tofu. Heat up a large nonstick frying pan over medium-high heat with some oil. Once that's hot, add in your tofu and pan fry until golden brown, about 5 to 7 minutes, and you don't need to stir very often. Now fold in the eggy sauce, and you just want to cook it until it reaches your preferred consistency. That's really all there is to it. If you are into maximizing your protein count, you could serve it with
sprouted power. The big cysteine, sprouted whole grain, loaded with 16 seeds and grains. Wow, that will completely wreck your gut. No wonder she's having digestive issues. This is like a ticking time bomb. I presume she's from Indian descent or some of those areas of the world. They do tend to be a little bit more tolerant to plant toxins, but they will catch up to you. And this is not healthy whatsoever.
the bread like this, which has 6 grams of protein per slice.
No, it doesn't.
But we have a local bakery that sells whole wheat seeded sourdough made from a 100-plus-year-old sourdough starter. So yeah, I went with that instead. Spread on the avocado mash, add your tofu scramble, and for a simple nutrition boost, I'm adding some red cabbage sauerkraut and broccoli sprouts. Also, these make everything look...
What nutrients? What does broccoli sprout have like nutrients? I'm sorry, it's ridiculous. Like, do you think we've evolved millions of years in nature needing broccoli sprouts? Oh dear.
so much prettier, and pretty food is just easier to eat.
Prettier food is easier to eat. What the fuck does that even mean? Look, I was a chef for many years. I get it. Dressing something in a visual, attractive way. It's fun. It's artistic. It has nothing to do with how healthy the food is. If you need to make your food colorful and pretty in order for you to want to eat it, it probably means that these foods are not designed for you to eat them in the first place, right?
I am starving from that workout, and this is so perfect. It is hearty, and it's creamy, and it's delicious, and it's beautiful. It's really all the best things. And
she craves cream.
After
she looks very exhausted.
I'm developing recipes for spring and summer. And to help me power through this work sesh, I made a cup of green tea. Okay, I made 2 cups.
More toxic liquid to adrenalize the body, to give you fake energy that they don't have because they're devoid of any real nutrition.
Fine, 3 cups. I made 3 cups. The jet lag is not playing around. And while I loved the food in Australia, seriously, so good. After 10 days of eating out at restaurants for lunch and dinner, I am ready for some nourishing home-cooked meals. So I am making a giant salad for lunch. And a great salad always starts with a great salad dressing, so I'm whipping up a batch of my go-to red wine vinaigrette. This stuff will last for almost 2 weeks, and having a delicious dressing sitting right there in the fridge makes it so much more likely that I'll actually eat the mountain of salad greens I ambitiously buy every single week.
Of course, because if you wouldn't have the dressing that has maple syrup and vinegar in it, the salad would taste like shit.
I could drink this with a straw. It is delicious. And if you're not putting fresh garlic in your vinaigrettes, please start doing it. It is so good. For the main protein source, I've got...
Garlic is toxic.
Got some pre-cooked lentils.
Oh, close enough, right? I said beans. I think we can call it lentils. We'll be in the same category.
These would not be my first choice.
All right, let's check it out. I'm going to call bullshit where I see it. Lentils contain natural anti-nutrients like phytic acid and lectins, which protects the plant, but can bind to minerals like iron and zinc and impair their absorption. However, these compounds are easily neutralized through proper preparation. I highly doubt so. Garbage. Why the fuck would you eat something that inhibits your absorption of nutrients when you can have meat, which will be 100% bioavailable with not a single ounce of anti-nutrients in there? Are we fucking crazy? This is where we're at, 2026. Well done, humanity.
I almost always cook lentils from scratch because it is very simple to do and they taste better. But in a pinch, or when you have just returned from vacation and have 37 loads of laundry to do, these are fine. To zhuzh them up a bit though, I am going to marinate them in a little bit of the vinaigrette. While these flavors get to know each other, I'm going to prep my veggies. First, some red cabbage for a bit of crunch and a pop of color, and of course, antioxidants. And then
Cabbage has no antioxidants. Cabbage has pro-oxidants, like every plant.
possibly my favorite vegetable, fennel. I cannot recommend this handheld mandolin enough. As you can see, it very quickly turns these fibrous vegetables into paper thin.
I mean, I'll give her that. I'll have to give her something. If you're going to prep vegetables, a mandolin is very good, but this model sucks. I would go for the Japanese model ones. They're typically either beige or green. They are way more sturdy, and you can remove the blade to sharpen them.
Shreds, which makes them so much easier to chew in a salad. And it's faster than slicing by hand. A yellow bell pepper for more color and nutrients.
More color. Color is not a nutrient. Fuck me, we're not painting here. We're eating food for sustenance. And what nutrients do peppers have? Vitamin C, and that's about it. All right, well, it's always the same thing. I'm kind of curious where this is going to go next. Do you guys think we're going to see some seed oils afterwards? Let me know down below.
And for the actual salad greens, I'm going to finally chop those too. It takes an extra minute, sure, but I promise you it makes it 10 times more enjoyable to eat a salad when everything is finely chopped or very thinly sliced. If you think you're not a
because it tastes horrible, so you want it to go down quite fast.
salad person, please try this technique and check back in with me in the comments. And now for some fresh herbs, which are one of the easiest ways to improve a salad. The only one I have at home right now is dill, but mint, basil, or flat leaf parsley.
So much work.
There is something missing from this salad though, a crunchy element. And we could use a little more protein, so I'm gonna make a special crunchy topping for my salad, which you can use in almost any salad. Heat up a frying pan with a bit of olive oil, and then toss in a half cup of pepitas and 3 tablespoons of hemp seeds, both of which are rich in protein and healthy fats.
No, they're not. There's no healthy fats in there. There's not all the fat-soluble vitamins that you want. The omega-3s are the wrong type. ALA, alpha-linolenic acid. Your body has to convert it into EPA and DHA, which the conversion rate is pretty terrible. So what the fuck? I hate when they just say those claims. Oh, healthy fats. Healthy fats. What does that even fucking mean? You know anything about anything? For fuck's sake. You just you're just essentially repeating the mainstream nonsense agenda, which is, by the way, based on no fucking science whatsoever.
As you start to see some of the seeds turn golden, add a couple pinches each of salt, black pepper, turmeric, and cayenne pepper, and then a tablespoon of maple syrup.
Of course, because the nuts by themselves taste like shit.
This is more than I need in today's salad, but this crunchy topper will stay good in my pantry for a couple weeks. So like the vinaigrette, I'm taking an extra few minutes today so that I can have even quicker meals later in the week. We'll see. I'm not sure how long this stuff will last. A little sweet, a little salty, a little spicy, just like me. All the veggies and herbs go into one big bowl, along with the marinated lentils, some more red wine vinaigrette to dress the vegetables.
Horrible.
And finally, that crunchy seed topping. Needs one more addition. This stuff is liquid gold, and it's going to really elevate the salad and
horrible
creamy finish.
Tiny tastes horrible.
I'm looking for. I don't think I ate this many raw vegetables in my nearly 2-week trip. My body is going to appreciate this. I'm going to go outside to.
Is it? I think you're going to probably have some diarrhea.
Enjoy it, and I'll see you later. After lunch, I went for a short walk to enjoy the sunshine, and when I got back, a package was waiting for me.
She looks so depleted. The skin color, something's off.
It's here! My cookbook! It's finally here! This is my first time seeing the cover. Big vegan flavor. That's what this cookbook is all about. 150 recipes that are full of amazing flavor, but it's not just a cookbook. This is a thick girl. She has 600 pages of mastering vegan cooking. So tons of tips and tricks for learning how to build flavor, learning how to create interesting textures.
Learning how to build flavor and textures because vegan food tastes horrible in the first place. If I have a steak, there's nothing to do to it. It tastes delicious as is.
Without a recipe. So it is also a comprehensive guide to help you become your best home cooked self. I'm so excited. There's me on the back. I don't think I've ever worked so hard on a single thing in my life. It took over 3 years and over 2,000 recipe tests. And I have to say thank you to you watching, to all of you in the Rainbow Plant Life community, because
the rainbow plant. Eat the rainbow.
The publisher would let me write a 600-page love letter to vegan cooking if it weren't for your support. The fact that, Did not expect that. A little emotional. The fact that you watch my videos, make my recipes, and leave reviews and leave comments, that's what makes something like this happen. So thank you. I cannot wait for this book to be in your hands and for it to change the way you cook. You can start pre-ordering today. I would be so honored if you did. I'll leave a link in the description box below. And
I won't.
thank you again. I'm so excited. And now I'll get back to the rest of the video. I spent the next few minutes bawling my eyes out.
I used to waste so much time as a chef to cook. So much time. Sometimes like 3 hours of preparation at home for a dish that would last minutes in my mouth. Now I feel free. I eat so much more simply and nourishing that I'm full for most of the day. And I don't have to cook anything and I don't have to wash up anything. It gives me more time to be outside, spend time with my friends and family. Easy. This sounds like 600 pages of a nightmare. It sounds like I need to go back to school.
Happy tears, of course. Max tried to film me, but I slapped the camera away. So here's a peacock mama with her peachick for your viewing pleasure instead. I was feeling a bit peckish in the afternoon, so I made a snack plate.
Of course, they're always hungry because whatever they're eating is devoid of nutrients.
I grabbed some of this vegan Greek yogurt, which has great texture, but if I'm being honest, I don't really like the taste. But it has a lot of protein, which is why I bought it, and I think I can make it taste a lot better with salt and lemon juice, mix that together, and with two of my favorite seasonings, Aleppo pepper and za'atar. And I topped this savory yogurt sauce with some crunchy roasted chickpeas, which are probably my #1 store-bought snack. And I grabbed some fluffy whole wheat pita to scoop it all up. The yogurt sauce did need some fresh garlic and olive oil, but adding this garlic-infused olive oil from Brightland was quicker, and it is so freaking delicious. Max joined me outside for a snack, where he tried unsuccessfully to explain the plot of the movie Dune so that I'd be prepared to watch Dune 2 on our next date night. By the time dinner rolled around, the jet lag was very real, so I kept things simple with these lazy peanut noodles. While I waited for a pot of water to boil, I made a very quick peanut sauce. It's just a 1/4 cup of creamy peanut butter, a bit of coconut sugar, a tablespoon or so of soy sauce, a couple teaspoons of Chinese black vinegar. You guys know how much I love this stuff. Please do not sleep on it. It is amazing. And sambal oelek for the spicy factor. And just a little water to thin it out. Very delicious. And
All of that will wreck your gut. The spices alone, the peanuts, which are full of lectins and phytic acids.
And you get some protein thanks to the water. Season your water very generously with salt. Very generously. I'm serious. Nobody wants bland, unseasoned noodles. While that heats up, I'm going to cut 2 small heads of broccoli into florets.
Broccoli is toxic flour. Doesn't exist in nature. It's full of goitrogens. Most of the cruciferous vegetables are just horrible for you. They'll ferment inside of you and make you fart all day. Don't eat that.
I've also made this recipe with snap peas and green beans, so you could use either of those instead if you prefer.
Well, there you go. We have the beans, I guess.
I have some
4 for
Thai
4
noodles from Trader Joe's. I don't actually know if they make wheat noodles in Thailand. If you are Thai, let me know. But these are tasty. I've had them before, and they're pretty high in protein, so that's what we're using today. When I don't have noodles like this, I like to use whole wheat linguine for some extra protein and fiber. Once your water is boiled,
Fiber is an anti-nutrient. Fiber is completely unnecessary in a human diet. It will wreck your gut further.
boiling, plop in noodles or pasta. And before you drain it, be sure to scoop out just a bit of the starchy water. Rinse the noodles to cool them down and toss with a tiny drizzle of toasted sesame oil for flavor and for clumping prevention. The reason I didn't just drain the entire pot of pasta is because I'm going to use the same pot of water to blanch our broccoli and frozen shelled edamame. Both of these need about 2.5 minutes. You want the broccoli to still be crisp, tender, and bright green, so don't overcook. Drain those and make sure to shake the colander really well so they're not too watery. For the best results, I would recommend drying them off with a towel. Mix the noodles and peanut sauce together. And you'll notice I added some of the pasta water here.
Looks like someone took a shit on her noodles.
But if I'm being honest, I think I added too much. Because once you add in the broccoli and edamame, you're adding additional moisture content. So I recommend adding the pasta water only if necessary to coat the noodles and not just throwing it in there from the start like I did. You're more likely to need the pasta water if you're using pasta rather than fresh noodles. Get some sesame seeds in there for a lovely crunch. If you have some scallions in your fridge, Slice 1 or 2 of those, add that in. And please do not skip the Chinese chili crisp or chili oil. It adds heat, crunch, umami, so many good things in one little condiment.
So many good things for taste, perhaps. Don't get me wrong, I used to make awesome Szechuanese chili oil. They do taste good, but they're not good for you. So don't base your nutrition on something that tastes good. Base your nutrition on something that's going to nourish you and give you all the nutrients, fat soluble vitamins, protein, and fat that you need. Don't focus your diet on something that tastes good. Always focus your diet on something that makes you feel good first.
This literally took 10 minutes to make, so I'm gonna give it an A+ because it's tasty, it's nutritious, and anything with chili crisp is a win in my book. Cheers. Oh, I'm joking on chili crisp. After dinner, I like to make a cup of
She's choking on her own food.
herbal tea and sit on the couch with a fiction book. But tonight, I'm just admiring this beautiful.
Yeah. There's always something off with every time with vegans. You can tell there's something off. You don't even need to be an expert. You just know something is off.
Baby. You can find a link to pre-order my cookbook in the description box below.
No, thank you.
Today's recipes. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.
At this point in life, guys, it's time to pull our head out of our asses and wake the fuck up, because veganism is not healthy. It never was and never will be. And you know what? Veganism is not good for the earth either. Let's do a little test. I'm gonna grab her lunch menu, the salad. I'm gonna type in all the ingredients in ChatGPT, and I'm gonna ask ChatGPT where those ingredients come from and how far do they need to travel based on where I am. I'm presuming she's in the States, I'm in Canada, should be close enough. And then I will ask him to do an estimate of how many miles each of those single ingredients that come from all over the world. All right, so I counted 20 different ingredients, ranging from red wine vinegar from Spain, France, or Italy, the lemons from Mexico, California, or Spain, Dijon mustard from France, or Ontario, fair enough. All of that for a cumulative estimate of 110,000 kilometers of cumulative ingredient travel. You know how far my beef had to travel? It came from 100 kilometers away from one local, beautiful grass-fed farm. One cow, one death can give me up to 450 pounds of meat. That can almost feed me for 1 year. One cow, 150 miles, that's it, nothing else. And her, with her 20 different ingredients, it took 150,000 kilometers of travel just so you can have your vegan salads. You. Honestly, it's insulting. Guys, do not fall for this bullshit. It is not healthy, it is not sustainable for the earth, and it's not based in nature or whatever is realistic. So let me ask you guys, if you guys are interested to take care of your health the real way, you should follow the savage fundamentals of health, which starts with mindset and values, nutrition and hydration, light and circadian exposure, rest and recovery, movement and physical output, and environment and toxic load. If you follow those basis of fundamentals, you will feel the best you've ever felt. If you guys like this kind of breakdown of videos, please make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.